What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Ask a Black Girl, and I am a black girl. Last time I checked. In this episode, we're going to go back to the friend that I met on the street in episode 4 because she had another really good question.
How do you think white people can be better allies?
Has anybody seen the news lately?
This city is run by Jewish communists and criminal niggers.
We could use some allies. And based on media coverage, we have a lot. I mean, folks are tearing down statues in the middle of the night. I'd say that's a pretty good ally. But let me break it down for you. Don't look away. And by look away, I'm not talking about your vision. I'm talking about in your everyday life. So a lot of people are being killed at the hands of police. We have the KKK trying to make a comeback. If you're not a person that posts things on social media, I don't expect to see much from you on social media. But if you post pizza and what you ate and your puppy and the sky and these clouds, I don't know. It seems like you may be a person that likes to share things on social media. So if something like what happened in Charlottesville happens and you don't say a word, I consider that looking away. Some of you may be a little bashful about that, and if you are, you need to ask yourself some serious questions on why that is. Is it because you don't want people to know that you care? I'm not saying you have to post things on social media about it, because maybe that's just not your zhuzh. But I feel like that is one way to be an ally to us. So where are you? You're the majority. We need you. In order to make a difference, there is no way that it can happen without you. So that's one way you can be an ally, social media. Or let's just say regular everyday life. You hear something in the workplace or in your house or with your family or with your friends or whatever, and you know it's wrong. Don't just look the other way. Don't just ignore it. Don't laugh. Don't giggle it off. So there's a scripture, for those of you that believe in the Bible, there's a scripture that says you should shun the very appearance of evil. So you have a friend, right? And you don't think that friend is racist. They're never blatantly mean to black people or to Hispanics or to whoever. But at the same time, they make little jokes that are kind of inappropriate. Don't just laugh it off. Don't just look the other way. Don't just say, oh, you're so stupid. Or, no, speak up on it and say, don't do that. That's wrong. Why would you say that? Confront them on the issue. Shun the very appearance of evil. Many of you wonder, I voted for Donald Trump and I never thought he was racist, and he may not be racist now. But let me tell you something. He did not shun the appearance of evil, which is why the KKK thinks they can make a comeback. What year is this? Y'all can't come back. Goodbye. So he didn't shun the appearance of evil, and many American people didn't either. They were willing to overlook it because they wanted lower taxes or they wanted border control. Anything that looks like racism is racism. Anything that looks like prejudice is prejudice, because let me tell you, if you let it go, it will grow into a rally in Charlottesville. How do you think that happened? Because everybody just kept letting little things go. Because we had a president in office who let these things go. And in a lot of ways, he did more than let them go. He incited this. Shun it. So you don't believe in the Bible, but you did go to kindergarten. So let's take it back to kindergarten. Remember when your teacher used to be like, we have a zero tolerance for kicking, screaming, being mean to your neighbor, keep all hands, feet, and objects to yourself. Let's just go there. Zero tolerance for anything that looks like prejudice. That would mean the world to me. All right, the next thing is put yourself in our shoes. So especially dealing with topics like police brutality, it can get controversial, and some people are like, well, I don't know the facts, I don't know what happened, I wasn't there. Here's the best thing you can do. Put yourself in our shoes. Let's just say all the police officers were black, right? Let's just say all police officers were black. And every day on the news, another white man gets shot by a black man who says they were afraid. Your buddy is out hunting. I live in Kentucky, they do that here. Buddy's out hunting with his friends, they all have guns. Police rolls up, they look like they're doing something suspicious. The guys are like, what? We're not doing anything, we're just hunting. The cops are like, put your hands in the air. They're like, okay, but there's a gun in his hand because he's hunting. He gets shot, he gets killed, there's big outrage. How would you feel? Every single day, some white man was getting shot by these black police officers. I think things would be a little different around here if that was the case. Now, keep in mind, the police officers are black. These police officers, these black people have a known history of not liking white men. It's a known thing. It's not a secret. They call them derogatory names. These black men do not like these white men. And then they join the police force. And then all of a sudden all these white men are getting shot. Just put yourself in our shoes. It'll help you understand where we're coming from. Even if you don't agree, you can get a better understanding and you can be an ally that way. The last way. This one is really deep. I don't know how to break this down. How can I explain it? Be nice. That's it. Just be nice. Let me speak for black men specifically because I have a hard time in this country. If you're in line next to a black man specifically, or he's checking you out in the store, not checking you out like that, but like he's your cashier in the store, ask him how he's doing. Look him in the eye and say, how are you today? You doing okay? And mean it. Just be nice. Treat us just like you would anybody else, but particularly black men because they're feared and disliked by everybody. Be nice. This has been another episode of Ask a Black Girl. I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit that subscribe button so you know when the next video is uploaded. And most of all, even if you don't subscribe, share it. Share it with somebody. Hey, you guys like my shirt? You can have one too. askablackgirl.threadless.com and you can have one of your very own. Or you can have one of these. Bye. See you next time.